Emerson gonna clear Mayato. Not gonna go low. He's gonna try and fake the 48. Travato using the inside lane. Mayato now up half a groove. The second position looking for his first race. Then hard contact. Mayato up in the air, up on the hood, on top of the Geico machine. All over his back bumper. He's gonna have to be very tactical with his moves. Oh, and hard under braking. Travato nearly locked it up there. St. Ferris, big slide out of turn number 1. Here comes Chris Samar, Kevin Cornelius. They're going to make a charge in the third lane. Is it too little, too late? Are they going to have the run out of turn number 4? Mark Emerson down low. They're all going to wreck. Dennis Fairclough in the lead right now. Here comes Nick Gardner. Hello and welcome to the Below the Double Yellow Cup Series live tonight for chase race number 1, the Butts Mobile Home Park 200 from Daytona International Speedway. Tonight's race kicks off the chase for the championship, and 12 drivers going to be fighting for that championship. Home at the end of this, and a lot of talented drivers going to be fighting for that here in these closing races. All going to go through Daytona tonight. We'll take a look at the points coming in. This is race 13 of 20 for these drivers this season. It's been a lot of fun here on VSPEED, and looking forward to the rest of the races, the rest of this. We do want to thank you for joining us here as well. I want to welcome everybody in chat who's chatting it up. Make sure you cheer on your favorite drivers out there and interact and have a good time. We will be having a great time up here. Booth. I believe Alec will be joining me momentarily. Oh, there he is. Alec, how are you feeling about tonight's race?
I'm feeling good. Sorry, I was talking to the drivers, getting set up in the booth, but we're all good, man. It's the chase, and it's at the World Center of Racing of all places to kick it off, add a little drama. And, you know, there's already drama developing. Zach Carr, the points leader coming into this race, is not here. So, that's going to be interesting, seeing how this chase plays out as well. But looking forward to tonight, and it's Daytona. We saw what this package has provided, great racing in the Daytona 500, and then this past weekend at Talladega. It's going to be a show, and I hope you fans that are coming in and that are just about to get here, I hope you guys stick around, because this is going to be a can't-miss race.
Yeah, the new draft package on these next-gen machines is going to lead to some really big runs for drivers trying to catch up and take the lead away, and side-by-side racing action for hopefully all 80 laps here tonight. And drivers just now putting their qualifying times in. You can see the points up on the screen right now. Zach Carr, like you said, the points leader with 4 wins coming into tonight's race, is not here yet. We'll see if he joins us in the next few moments before qualifying is over. AJ Stravato also 4 wins. He'll start the pace in second in points, and then Seth Hatchell, who's been on a roll as well, 2 wins this season. Looking for his 3rd straight championship. He'll be fighting for it from the third position in the chase. We've also got Angelo Ronis, Ryan Gemmel, Keith Mayato, Reggie Ortega, Eric Hutton, Chris Samard, who is a race winner, Dennis Fairclough, Dallas Sullivan, and Kenny Bishop, all in contention in the championship. So a lot of drivers there, maybe some underdogs. Maybe they find some momentum here tonight and kick off quite a championship run. Maybe unexpected for some of those guys, but we'll see what can happen. Anything can happen with races.
And especially happening at Daytona of all places, to kick everything off. That is something we are just, that throws a big wrench in everybody's plans. And obviously, you want to get out of here not only with a clean car, but you want to get out here with a clean mindset going into next week's race. The chase, a lot of extra pressure is being put on here. And another thing that's different about NASCAR, or what we do in any of the NASCAR Stock Car Series, you're racing with other guys who aren't even fighting for the championship. So there's other guys that could play a big role where cautions can come out when you don't want to see them. That's the one thing that's unique about NASCAR and any oval racing series, is that you're racing with way more competitors compared to just the guys you're fighting for the championship. There's guys that aren't even contending, and guys like Ben Baffert, who won at Martinsville this season, who's going to be racing week in and week out, who might be playing a big role in what happens tonight.
See these lap times at the top of the board. Seth Noel with a 50.807. It's showing a dead tie there between himself and Cosman. Must go down to the fourth decimal place because they are tied on our screen. And then Mayato and Hatchell also running essentially the same lap times there. As there goes Gemmel now to third. He'll knock his teammates down a peg. And so the 4 VSPEED drivers actually third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. A couple drivers to watch for.
Team games, let me tell you. We saw teammates come in they play a big role here, especially on these super speedways, where bump drafting is going to be a thing. Teammates are going to be one thing you're going to want to watch out for in this race. Obviously, now the Nexus Esports guy is going to be taking the top 2 positions here. So I'm curious to see how this race is going to play out here. And another thing we're going to look out for is how are these chase guys going to approach this race? Are they going to try to ride it out and wait to the end? Or are they going to go all out at the beginning of this race? And then how are the non-chase guys going to play it? How are those guys going to... Those guys can also determine the energy of the pack and determine what happens.
Yeah, a lot of variables here tonight. Almost unlimited amount of variables, honestly, as drivers still out on the racetrack. AJ Stravato on his second flying lap, trying to pick up some time. 22nd right now out of 22 that have taken the time. His teammate Eric Hutton back there with him. Jeremiah Vincent, also kind of an alliance car back there in 20th. And those will be guys that I believe Talladega is a place where they stayed at the back, and being Zach Carr coming away with the win.
It was, and the guy that really helped him, and I tell you, there's going to be one guy you're going to want to watch out for, Reggie Ortega in that number 2. He was always pretty good at Super Speedway. Heck, they used to nickname him Tal Ortega when they went down to Talladega. So, Reggie's a guy you're going to have to watch out for. The entire LDR team is going to be guys that you're going to know working together with Ben Baffert, Angelo Ronis, AJ Stravato, and Reggie Ortega. And then they're going to be working together with Eric Hutton and the Vincent brothers. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And hearing the drivers' meeting, I forgot there is a little extra bonus. Fastest lap average today will be awarded $3 extra going to the payouts of the night. So extra money on the line, points on the line, and a championship on the line to kick it all off for the chase for the BTDY Cup at Daytona.
Looking forward to it. Here is the drivers in the drivers meeting right now. We're going to head to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the starting lineup.
Welcome to VSPEED, your home for sim racing excitement, providing dramatic moments from iRacing and beyond. We offer broadcasting for leagues across iRacing with specialized packages to help grow your league and advertise your sponsors.
I think, and right now Stravato with that advantage. It's half a car length the difference between first and second going into turn 1. He gives the bumper to Connor Horn.
These two have gone all year to get to this point. Jacob Shorba drifting up the racetrack. They make contact. The 88 goes around. The 95 goes around. The 12 caught in it.
Our design team can help you create anything from paint schemes to sim rig parts with expertise in both 2D and 3D design with 3D printing capabilities. Looking to get into broadcasting yourself? We can help you design and operate custom overlays to make your stream look as professional as possible. Our team can create and manage custom merchandise sales for you and your team. Check out our shop to see what we have in stock and how we can create some awesome merch for you. Check out our race replays on YouTube or catch us live weekly on Twitch. Visit us at vspeedsim.com to see how we can help you on your iRacing journey.
Simulators Anonymous is an online gaming community. The heart of this community is playing simulator-style games, everything from driving, farming, flying, to the occasional survival game. We would love for you to join us. If you play these style of games, or if you're just looking for a great community, we strive to be a community you can be an active participant in by offering events like every third Saturday night is a late night trucking on Truckers MP. We have a very own Minecraft server with other servers starting soon. Come join Simulators Anonymous today at www.simulatorsanonymous.com.
All right, back at the racetrack now, the Daytona International Speedway to kick off the chase for the championship tonight from this racetrack. Let's see who got the pole starting lineup for tonight's race. Rolling off from the front row, it's going to be Seth Noel with a 50.807. The exact same lap time, going to be right there joining him on the front row. Cosman second by both of those drivers. Ryan Gemmel going to start from third tonight. He's always a threat. Speedway's My Auto going to be rolling off from fourth position here tonight. Seth Hatchell going to start in fifth. AJ Stravato qualifies in sixth. Seventh tonight will be Chris Samard, eighth. Eric Cloth, ninth. Jeremy Stanley, Joshua Abbey going to round out the top 10.
Starting in 11th, Eric Lambert. 12th, a sleeper possibly here tonight. Dallas Sullivan in that number 46 Martin Sports Ford Mustang. Nick Starling in 13th. Bradley Wilson, another super speedway ace, will be starting in 14th. His teammate right behind him, Luke Knupp, who joined our broadcast, did a great job at Rockingham, and we'll have him later in the season here for the rest of the year in the booth next year. But he'll be starting 15th. Timmy Emanuele will be starting 16th. Josiah Vincent will be starting 17th. Cody Atkins 18th. Alan Dice 19th, and TJ Brendel will be starting off in 20th.
21st tonight's Jeremiah Vincent, 22nd Eric Hutton, 23rd Zach Carr did make it into the race session, so he'll be running here tonight. Ben Baffert going to roll off from 24th. Both those guys race winners starting deep field. Reggie Ortega 25th, Angelo Ronas 26th, Kenny Bishop 27th, Jordan Shepler 28th, and rounding out the field tonight, also joining us a little bit later here, Robert Gilmore going to round us out. His wife's birthday is tonight, so happy birthday, Miss Happy. So,
happy birthday, Miss Gilmore. Awesome to see. And looking here, the lights are on at the racetrack. So it's night. The race, in the first race of this season here at Daytona, won by AJ Stravado. The package, a little bit different, was a little bit harder to pass, but AJ Stravado nonetheless still got it done, and he's been one of our big three we've talked about this year, with Zach Carr as well, who's won the Talladega race, and Seth Hatchell, who's been very consistent this year with 2 wins, nail-biting finishes, mind you, as well. So, you know, the chase, how about we do this? Who's your pick for the race, and your pick for the championship this year?
My pick for the race is going to be Starling. Has found his way to victory lane at this racetrack, and he also has a win at Talladega in the Cup Series. So always a threat at these super speedways. He's rolling off 13. How about you?
And I'm going to go tonight. You know, he's starting on the pole. He's been so consistent. Second places are racked up. His first debut was at Talladega, led a lot of laps. I think Seth Noel is going to bring it home a winner tonight. Starting on pole, and that's the best place you can start. So Seth Noel is going to get it closed out. But pace car is off. The chase for the Below the Double Yellow Line Cup Series is underway at the World Center of Racing.
It is going to be Seth Noel and Cosman going towards turn number 1, already changing lanes. The 29 up to the top side. Here comes Ryan Gemmel, going to lead the inside.
Well, the teammates, the Nexus Esports boys up on the outside, and the VSPEED guys down on the inside. About even right now with Gemmel with Hatchell on his back bumper. And on his outside, it's Cosman pushing that 29 as Seth Noel up to the lead here into 3.
Yeah, the outside lane with the advantage for the moment. Here goes Gemmel, going to try and work back towards Seth Noel up there on the top side. Gemmel down low. Poles even with him through turns 3 and 4. Cosman giving a push to the 29. Mayato's up there. Stravado. Dennis Faircloth going to be the first 5 in that top side as they work back towards the start-finish line. Bonus points awarded for leading laps. Gemmel will get there first.
Noel does. Noel, we talk about it. Guys not in the playoffs, taking those points away. Got the pole, took the pole point away, and then he just took the leading laps away. But Gemmel, a chase contender on that inside, trying to lead a lap, get an extra bonus point.
Being pushed hard by his 2 teammates who have both found victory lane this season. But Gemmel, one of the more consistent drivers as well. He's starting off pretty well in the chase here, about 37 points back, I believe, entering the race tonight. So he does have some work to do, but one of his best racetracks. I know he's looking forward to some of these events coming up here the next few weeks. Seth Hatchell there right behind him, always a good pusher. Pushed Ryan to victory lane before and might be able to do it again tonight.
The possibility, and just looking right now, I know we're only 3 laps in, but looking at this pack, Jordan Scheffler is the only guy that's been falling off. He's about 3 seconds behind Robert Gilmore, who's 28th right now and is the last car in the pack. We saw it with the race this past weekend at Talladega, where the entire field was almost able to stay in the entire pack until green flag pit stops were happening. But again, only 80 laps. Probably be able to make this on 2 stops here. We're gonna probably have green flag pit stops if these guys can keep it cool. We saw it at Talladega, we saw the field get shaken up, but this lot more on the line here this weekend, a lot more aggressive moves I would expect as we get later on in the race.
Definitely a lot on the line here. Still dead even, 2 by 2 by 2, all throughout the field. Gemmel, I think, at the line that time might have just edged out the 29, so giving him that bonus point would be very valuable if tonight doesn't go all that well for him. But nobody's really able to make any progress right now. Pretty much gridlocked out here.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Kind of similar, like I said, what we saw at Talladega. We saw if you get enough guys on the outside and guys to push, you can make some headway up there. We saw it with Eric Jones and William Byron. And we're seeing it right here. Just looks like Cosman can't really get up to Seth Noel yet. Maybe trying to cool his car off. Another thing these drivers have to worry about is you can see Noel trying to pull back the 6, get a little side draft from him. Is that you're going to want to cool your car down right behind these temps. They'll climb, and they'll climb very quick if you're tucked up behind somebody like you see Gemmel tucked up, Hatch tucked up on Gemmel, and as you saw Cosman was. But now Noel's going to jump down to the bottom. Cosman is going to go up to the top, and he's going to have Keith Mayata right on his bumper.
Jordan Scheffler just rolled off a pit road as well. He's going to go a lap down. Only car off the lead lap here, just 5 laps into this one. They're getting a little bit squirrely up there on the top side. Mayata pushing hard on the back bumper of that 48.
I'd love to see an onboard with that 36 car and see just how tucked up behind the 48 he is. You can see he's right on that bumper. You can see, look at that from the driver's perspective, right on there. You don't want to push too hard. We saw it this weekend. Again, back to Talladega, we saw where guys were able to just shove people down the straightaways and into the corners. But there's a point where you shove too hard, you can cause a massive wreck and trigger a massive wreck like we saw on the restart at Talladega. So you don't want to push too hard, and especially the Chevys being at one of the disadvantages with the pointed nose. You can see it on those Chevrolet Camaros. Got a bigger pointed nose, but even on the Fords, a lot flatter, able to kind of push harder into the corners. We were able to carry more momentum, but you can see this top line's not being able to make momentum as much as soon as the 29 dropped down.
Yeah, that really checked things up, and Gemmel pushing the 29 really hard right now. He might elect to jump up to the top side and maybe get that lane working. He's got room for his teammate there behind him to actually make that lane
wide.
change. Yeah, farther back.
Baffert up to the outside. He's going to put Bradley Wilson in the middle, and Wilson's probably going to be in that sucker hole. No, now it's not. These lanes kind of shifting. Baffert all by himself in that Tesla machine. It's not electric, I can't confirm that, but Baffert's going to slot back in line here, and he'll be able to pick up a few positions, but that kind of, you can see that kind of halted the top lane's momentum, as that bottom lane was now able to pull up on that inside, but the top lane surging back with the big push to the 36 to the 48, with the 33 of AJ Stravado right on that back bumper. You can see Cosman trying to get down. He's able to do it right in front of his teammate.
And he's gonna now get in line with the Nexus sports machine. As big wiggles back there. Baffert up in the third lane. Look at that, making something happen.
Baffert's been making money moves there, but this time he doesn't have any help. Stravado trying to go up, not going to be able to do it. Baffert he's making aggressive moves. Is it too early? We're only 7 laps into this race, 8 laps now. You're going to start seeing Baffert with no help just start trickling back, but that also hurts the top lane. Look at how much they're falling back now. Now 4 cars almost clear on the inside, about to be 5 if Chris Samard can get a big enough run.
Yeah, so Baffert going the wrong direction in the Tesla machine, as we do have another race car on the track that's got an alternate manufacturer. That's Joshua Abbey. He's got a Dodge Charger. Yeah, it's labeled Charger at least, but it's with these Ford bodies. He's elected to Dodge tonight under the hood. So either way, no alliances for those guys from manufacturers' sakes, at least. As look at this though, the inside definitely
going up to the outside. Faircloth goes up to block, and that's going to put the 99 of Joshua Abbey in a peculiar spot. He's going to fall the way back now, and look at these guys going 3 wide here. You don't want. Oh, Wilson touches the wall there, and the guys get squirrely in the middle of the pack. But looking at these guys now, they're going to jump up all the way up to the outside. Just gonna have, they're breaking up their momentum a little bit. They don't want those top 5 or 6 cars to break away, and it's a smart idea seeing these guys run up a little bit higher where they're not side drafting in the air, pulling those guys back on the inside.
Yeah, Zach Carr taking a look at him right here, running in 13th, started 23rd, as they are checking up right in front of him. Dennis Faircloth way up the racetrack. That opens the door for Baffert.
Yeah, Baffert's been the most aggressive on making moves here. Again, a guy who's not in the chase, and he even said when we interviewed him at Michigan, he's going to try to go out and win every single race for the rest of the season. We know Ben Baffert's going to be aggressive. We've already seen it here, a different Ben Baffert. Talladega, he was just trying to points race. Now, nothing on the line here other than getting the cash and getting that trophy.
Up 16 spots already. One of the biggest movers here. Zach Carr right there behind him. Has moved up 13 positions. So those guys are definitely headed towards the front. Right in front of them, AJ Stravado up from 6th into 4th. Yeah, Hatchell taking the lead now on the outside.
That Hatchell, he's got a push from his teammate in the 36, Keith Mayato. Mayato's been trying to make that top lane work. Finally got somebody to go up with them. You can see Kaufman pulling back down on the inside, trying to make a run for it. Not going to be enough. So that Hatchell's going to lead that lap and get a bonus point.
And that is oh so important to do that. And he's going to drop his teammate. And that'll lead Mayato to front of that top row. Yeah. That may be by design. Yeah, maybe they are trying to
controlling the lanes here. Now you can see these guys kind of getting swirly here. Man, this is a 28-car pack. Robert Gilmore, as you can see, Stravado making a big move down to the inside. Push from his teammate, Ben Baffert. But these guys are aggressive, way more aggressive in the here at Daytona than they were at Talladega. In the early stages. Again, a lot more on the line. You can see now Baffert pulling up to that 36's bumper, trying to push him out in front.
And those two have had their fair share of issues, I think, even including the All-Star race last week, where Mayato took his first checkered flag of the
Upward down to
season.
the inside. Now he's going to pull back that 36, and the 36 not going to have any help. As you can see, Carr going to go down to the inside. Baffert led the lap at that time. Now Carr tucked upon his inside. Now there goes Stravato back up to the outside with an aggressive move.
I think Keith actually led at the line, but Baffert made the move right past the line there. And either way, that's a bonus point for the 36, and now the 23 trying to collect some as well. Not that it'll impact the championship, but here comes Stravato, going to drive towards the front. He's going to pull right around the 23. No issues at all. Will he drop down here?
That is crazy. I don't know if you saw that, but as soon as Baffert went down to the bottom, look at how much ground he lost. All that momentum from being that lead car. Look how much he pushed him back in that inside lane. Kind of backed up away. Now there's 4 cars, and now the Shenandoah Shine Boys are going to jump down to the inside for the 99. Almost getting turned around by the 23. You can see this looks like they're just able to pass a lot more.
Yeah, a lot of passing, a lot of moving and grooving out here at Daytona tonight.
There you go. That's what I like to hear.
Side by side, all the way back to Robert Gilmore in 28th. He's starting to lose a little bit of ground. I think he has some right front damage as well. Might have caught the outside wall. Yeah, he is slowing rapidly right now. Losing draft here as Jordan Shepler, the only one still a lap down. Almost, what is he, 5-6 seconds out in front of AJ Stravato, who could very well catch up to him here in the next 2 laps, put him a second lap down, and definitely don't want to be that far off at a place like this. It's going to be tough to get back. So, how about Dennis Faircloth making some moves?
Dennis Faircloth down to the inside. See Luke Nupp in that 97. He's going to jump down with the 80 and try to push Faircloth to the lead. Faircloth, who's really had his, you could say, statistically his best season this year. And look at that. He's got a shove. Can he get down to the inside? Look at the run they're building up on that inside. Try to see if he can get up to that 33 or the 36. He's going to be able to get up to the 33 here. Can he lead the lap? Maybe does he go up to side draft the 33, pull him back into the tri-oval?
Dennis, 2 top 5s, 5 top 10s in the regular season, and average finish 13.3. Definitely an improvement over the last couple of seasons in here. So good to see that as he almost takes the lead. Stravato leads that one at the line, but Faircloth leading side lane. Might have some help here with those Shenandoah Shine Boys in line behind him. Those guys are definitely ringers.
Those guys are always, those 3 are always guys you got to look out for. As you can see them dropping down to the back of the pack. Doesn't maybe like what he's seeing so far. As you can see, they are running up on the lap car. Jordan Shepler is now Baffert's going to ditch the 36 of Mayato, and he'll have Zach Carr go with him, and now they'll shift down to the bottom. And up on the outside, that 81 making some noise. Cody Atkins in that white 81 pushing now the 36 with Eric Hutton and Jeremiah Vincent up on the outside.
Yeah, but Jordan Shepler, he sees all of these guys in his mirror. What is he going to do with all of them closing in?
For position. You can see, look at the 23 shoving the 33, a 2-car tandem. We saw that on Sunday. These guys able to pull away. Look at how much they've been able to gap the 27 and the 80. But they're gonna be able to fall back to the pack. Baffert's gonna disconnect eventually because of the engine temps. But man, he is shoving that 33 out there. But the lap car's gonna shake up this pack a little bit.
Yeah, and it looks like Shepler stayed to the top side, out of everyone's way, but definitely.
Stravato way out there. As you can see, they disconnected now, but look at the run the 80 car is going to get on these guys. And the 80, I believe, has Bradley Wilson. These guys are going to blow by them on the outside.
Yeah, they're going to throw the block. Here goes Faircloth now, works to the bottom side. Baffert kind of tries to get down there, but not quick enough. And now Stravato with no help at the moment as they all close right back up. So the tandem works for a lap and a half or so, and then goes right back to where they were at leading that top side now instead of the bottom.
These guys getting aggressive, just pushing in the corners. But maybe that's something to check for later in the race. Maybe you can 2-car tandem away and settle it amongst yourselves. You can see Baffert's looking at that Tesla Ford, whatever you want to call it. He's been able to shove AJ Stravato. He's able to disconnect away from the pack right here. You can see those Fords are strong on pushing. Ooh, man, the top line's starting to get some numbers, though.
A wiggle there from Baffert. He is trying to get some air, but it's going to slow them down in doing so, adding a bit more drag. Looks like Stravato's going to leave that bottom line open for him, and Baffert will jump down there and take advantage. Here comes Faircloth, almost.
Contact with the 98. 98's going to have to check up here. It's really going to check up that bottom line. But speaking of the Shenandoah Shine boys, the teammates to Joshua Abbey in the 98 and the 90, or Joshua Abbey in the 99 and Bradley Wilson in the 98, Luke Knupp has lost the draft.
Back down. I wonder if he was overheating or something and had to abandon ship and ultimately back here 27th, about 12 seconds off the race leader. So he's going to have some work to do and hope for a caution. Going back into the fold here, but Servato is going to lead this time around with Mayato right there behind him. Cody Adkins, Zach Carr are the top 4. Ben Baffert fighting down on the inside, trying to get back up there and take that lead away, but the inside just not closing up just yet.
Top lane starting to get some more numbers. Top lane maybe starting to become the dominant lane. Maybe we start seeing these guys all migrate up to the top, wait till pit stops, and then maybe start, after pit stops, start jostling it up like they have been. But that bottom lane still able to fight. If it gets enough cars, wherever the momentum's at, it looks like the momentum's starting to come back down to the bottom. They just don't have as many cars as they did before they got by the lap car, Jordan Scheffler. But look at the 80 pushing that 23 up. You can see the ground that they're gaining here, as you can see on your screen. The 23 already starting to get closer. He's already up to the 27, now up to the 81. Curious to see, like, they don't have as many cars as the top lane. The top lane seems to be more stacked up. Could be halting their momentum the more stacked that they get. Curious to see if maybe the 81 wants to jump down in front of the 23, or maybe it's a little too early for those moves.
Yeah, definitely still early. I mean, just a quarter of the way through this thing, and pit stop's probably coming up 10, 12 laps or so. A little bit of a problem down there for Faircloth, as he had to step out of line for a second, gets back in behind Baffert, but that did cost them some momentum right there.
Yes, it did.
As Hatchell up in the mix here as well, started in 5th position, and he's been hanging up here in the top 10 and 7th right now. He just needs a nice solid race like he's done all season, averaging a top 5 finish, the best of anyone who's run more than 2 races. The second best would be Ben Baffert. Both those guys up here in the mix fighting for this thing. And then you've got Bravado and also Zach Carr. Those guys, 4-time winners so far, up here in the top 5 as well.
Yes, sir, they have been. And, you know, looking at these guys, I'm curious. The inside line hasn't really been able to make up as much. They kind of been stalled out at the 81. It could be wrong here. As you can see, Faircloth going to be shoving that 23, and the top 2 kind of got disconnected there for a little bit. Now Baffert is going to be able to drive it down to the inside lane and be able to pull up, maybe even get the lead, as he's going to be able to clear the 33. The 80 is also going to be able to clear. Will they jump up to the top is the question. Faircloth looks up to the outside. Little contact with the 23.
And Faircloth's going to take the lead away. Big shove now from the 98 who jumped up in front of Stravato. They're going to check up just a little bit. Everybody survived that, luckily. Here comes Stravato now going to lead the top side. Faircloth now trying to control the race. Jump down to the bottom, brings the 98 with him. And we've got 5 cars in line on the inside. Actually, 6 cars now.
To the outside.
Yeah, these guys are just, they want all the glory. They want to lead every single lap.
Oh.
And a little block right there from Faircloth.
Now Stravato goes down to the middle. 3 wide for the lead. Stravato might get hung out in the middle. No, he doesn't. Baffert lifts, checks up. He'll push the 33, but the 33 won't have a push off of 4, and maybe he will. Faircloth got the 98 tucked up on his bumper. Guys getting aggressive, maybe trying to get their track position before pit stops. Baffert all over the 33. Can they tandem away?
I've already seen him do it once. I think they could do it again. It's tricky
Oh,
business.
again.
Oh!
Oh, boy. I know Stravato may get into little flashbacks from Talladega when Baffert turned him off of turn 4. But you can see Mayato kind of got disconnected from the pack. They're kind of towing Mayato a little bit away from these guys. Still, 20-something cars in this pack here. Any incident we see at the front could result in a 19-20 car wreck.
That is for sure, and you never know when it's really going to strike. Just one misstep by one of these drivers cost everyone an opportunity for the race win. As Cody Adkins now leads the top side, but they've lost a lot of ground. Reggie Ortega making his way forward now up to 8th.
TJ Brendel right ahead of him in the 7th position at 34. He's been made up a few spots here. As you can see, these guys starting to get single file here, meaning pit stops are coming up very close here. They're very close to pitting here. These guys starting to get things sorted out. They don't want to run double file, or matter of fact, 3 wide. They need to get situated here out in the back where I can see Jeremy Stanley, Kenny Bishop, Cody Atkins getting hung up on the outside. They need to get single file here, kind of keep up so they don't lose the draft number 1, and so they have a good, clean entrance on pit road. You can see Fairclough pulling up to the outside, though.
Said the 98 joined him most of the time, but not this time, as he'll have Reggie Ortega behind him.
The momentum that 80 is losing up on the outside. See, back trying to cool off here. There's only about 3, 4, 5, 6 cars up on the outside, not making a ton of headway. I think these guys are just trying to get situated, trying to get in line. You can see Eric Hutton starting to let the 80 know he's not. Now the top lane comes back up. Now Baffert getting a little antsy. And now down on the inside, Joshua Abbey puts them 3 now back to 2 side by side. They're still racing up here.
Yeah, this is awesome stuff. Nobody is laying back, and that's what you love to see when it comes to a race like this. You could just very easily cruise around out here, but it wouldn't be too exciting for us up here in the booth. They've done a great job. Any crashes or any big mistakes, as Baffert really big shove down into turn 3. Gonna push him through the corner here. This is risky. This is where we've seen issues happen in the past, but they are good to go out of turn 4. Big run for those two.
Been able to see this next gen car can, even though they have the curved bumpers, they're just able to push a little bit better, especially in the corners and even in the trials at these tracks. They've just been able to push a lot better. As you can see, Baffert doesn't go to the lead. Look how much he's going to check on that inside. The inside now checks up, trying to push. I'm going to have to push this 33 Estravado. Reggie Ortega also closing up in behind the 23, behind Ben Baffert, who's made up a few spots. And a guy we haven't talked about this entire race, the guy with the least amount of points in the chase, Kenny Bishop, up into the top 10.
Yeah, he started 27th in this field tonight. He is up here in the top 10. He needs to collect points to have any opportunity. I mean, he's going to have to gain an average of about 7 points over Zach Carr every single, or more than that, every race.
Cutting it really close there with Keith Mayato, slicing and dicing there. You can see the 23 Ben Baffert leading this lap, another lap once again in front of the 33 Estravado. Now the lap car of Robert Gilmore up on the outside might play a role with how the leaders go around and how the pack shakes up. Baffert looking down to the middle of the racetrack. He's going to go down back into the bottom with the 33 jumping in front of the 2, but that's going to check up the top lane, who has to side draft, run that bottom here. See Bradley Wilson up on the apron here.
As Gilmore goes now a lap down, that leaves just 27 on the lead lap out of the 29 that started this thing. At the back of the group here, Alan Dice got checked up right there. He might be in danger of losing it before the pit stops here. Has to be very careful. As 27 laps in, going to be leading that now. Ben Baffert at the point, leading 2 teammates, and AJ Servato and Reggie Ortega behind him. Then Keith Mayato for Team VSPEED, and then up on the top side, Matt Carr, Seth Hatchell, Jeremy Stanley trying to make some headway there. Not really doing much right now.
Looking behind, I'm seeing Robert Gilmore jumping into the pack in front of Jeremiah Vincent. They're kind of now a little bit behind. They're also double file, which could hurt them and it could not. Looking at the front pack, obviously being single file, they might want to get a little single filed up at the front. You see the top 3 cars in that pack. Gilmore starting to close back up to the 48 of Cosman, who is the last car in the first pack. But these guys don't want to be single file too much because they could hurt themselves in getting in losing this this front pack as pit stops are coming up very quick.
Luke Knupp up here in front of these guys. He is in danger of losing a lap. Just a couple of seconds out in front and a little bit off the pace right now.
They're going to run him down. They are going to run him down. Doesn't have any damage. I think that checkup that he also did kind of hurt him, and it lost him the drop. But Baffert out in front. Knupp's going to go up to the outside. He's going to be able to should be able to get by pretty quick. He's got to get up to the wall there. Servato's going to have to run middle here. And looking at these guys and what's happening here, they'll go by Knupp on the 97. He'll actually peek down in front, try to get that draft from the 27. And now the pack kind of all caught up again. Chris Martin now the last car in the draft. About a 27, 28 car pack here.
Yeah, everybody but Jordan Shepler. Actually, Shepler is in here, so it's all the cars.
Yeah, the entire pack field is in this pack. And now we're going to have 3 cars battling for the lucky dog if a caution does come out.
Smard and Gemmel, interesting to see them back here. They started both inside the top 7 and right now running, last in this lead pack group. So They're trying to play it safe, but maybe a little too far back.
No, I think they're finding where they are. I think they're just, like I said, they're just trying to, you got to play it safe here. This the time. You're about to get only about a fourth of the way through. We're almost to halfway. Like I said, we're almost to halfway. Once pit stops happen, I don't know if they're going to be able to one stop it or two stop it, but once they get to halfway, the racing's going to pick up a lot more. I mean a lot more. We've already seen crazy moves in this beginning. Trust me, we're going to see some even wilder moves, and possibly guys that aren't, you know, that are laying in the back, they're going to have to get aggressive and start making moves again. That's going to be interesting, and having more cars play a factor here, as we can see this battle for the lucky dog with Luke Knupp and Jordan Schepler. Right now, Schepler's actually 2 laps down, excuse me. So now the battle for the lucky dogs between Gilmore and Knupp. As you can see now, I'm hearing on the radio, it looks like Ben Bafford's going to be pitting here.
As he leads the inside lane, we'll see he's led a lot of laps, and he's going to bring Reggie Ortega. Looks like Keith Mayato and quite a few others join all of these drivers. You have big group on the pit road, and quite a few
VSPEED guys. The entire LDR team, excluding, I believe. Oh no, Angela Ronis is in here, and then the two teammates with I believe that's Wilson and oh no, Wilson and I came. That's Stanley. And Bishop in the Martin Sports team. So they're coming in. You guys see a lot of fuel only stops if I'm looking at that right.
Seen a lot
of
of
four tires.
Yeah.
Oh, curious to see here. We got the, I don't know, man. Now the current lead pack. Abby, the entire the 2 Shenandoah Bashan boys are jumping down and pitting. I'm curious to see that's only those two. That front pack is running side by side. They don't want to run side by side now. That you'll see here, Bafford, Stravato, Bishop, those guys are all single file, a little strung out, but they are single file.
Dallas Sullivan takes the lead. He's going to lead a lap. That'll be a bonus point for the driver of the 46, and has had a fantastic couple opportunities for race wins, and we'll see what he can do to set himself up tonight. Cosman's going to jump to the top side and actually abandon the 46 down there. He'll bring his teammate Seth Noel as they'll clear on by. Still yet to make a pit stop, the top 15.
Should see most of the second pack be able to come in here. Curious to see Cosman and Noel staying out. Just those two staying out. Everybody else coming in. Wow, that's a lot of cars. About 14 cars peeling off into pit road there. And curious to see where they're going to shake out. Where that was the first pack to pit. They're coming through turns 1 and 2. Ben Bafford leading that charge. Now it's going to be Reggie Ortega. Bafford way too far out ahead, all by himself almost. As losing that draft, I believe it's going to be Angelo Ronis and Luke Knupp.
Oh yeah, as they are, they got passed up there. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. They might be able to cycle in with some of the other cars as they exit pit road. Cosman and Seth Noel still out here. They are probably coming in this time. Dallas Sullivan works his way off. Good pit stop.
Out. This entire pack, though, the front pack is already full head of steam. They're up on the outside lane. They just came past up on the top by the start-finish line here. They're going to blow by a lot of these guys. Curious to see where these guys are going to shake out. Big development for championship. Chris Samard way out of the pack.
Yeah, I saw he was down towards the bottom of the leaderboard as, yeah, you can see cars merging back on to the racetrack. This is going to probably be a couple separate, distinct groups of cars right here. We'll have to see.
I think we'll have at least a 15-20 car pack here. That at least the second group that pitted are starting to get up in line here. There's going to probably be about a 15 car pack, and then we have stragglers at the back, single file. If they can get grouped up, and as long as these guys don't run single file, actually if they even run single file on the wall and those guys run on the bottom, they should be able to group up and catch. But these leaders are probably going to play single file here. I'm guessing Dallas Sullivan is going to be in front here. Depending on where the leaders go, they might all go to the bottom as Sullivan's holding it up on the top. Noel and Cosman are just coming out of the pits. They're a little bit ahead, but they're not going to be up to full song as the second pack, or this pack is going to probably run them down. Curious to see how quick they're going to pass them, and if they stay double file here. They might even go 3 wide here.
Hatchell actually ends up picking up Dallas Sullivan, but 3 wide for the moment.
Might even go 4 for a second. Oh no, they're gonna sort it out. They're gonna be 3 wide here. Oh no, they're tucking in the line here.
Yeah, that was a close call, but everybody handled it very well. Look at the push from Dallas Sullivan to Ben Bafford. That was huge. They got a massive run across the start finish. Dallas works to the inside.
Doesn't have any help.
Dallas Sullivan maybe find his way to victory lane for the first time in his career.
That would
tonight.
be a big win, and nothing better to do it in the playoffs.
Reggie Ortega also looking for his first career win. A lot of drivers looking for their first career win, and of course, so many out here with a lot of wins already. But never hurt to get another one. As Dennis Faircloth now going to try and lead that inside lane. He'll jump down in front of Dallas Sullivan. They're going to have a lot of work to do. About 8 cars in front of them on the top side, and Joshua Abbey and the Into a Shine machine there behind the 98 of Bradley Wilson also going to close the hole on the top side. They bring Nick Starling, Alan Dice, Eric Hutton, and Nick Brendel up here still, but very back of his lead.
Just hanging on as long as he can hang on here. So Brendel, he is about 4.5 seconds ahead of Angelo Ronis, who's leading that second pack. They have a lot of work to do. 4.5 seconds. We saw this at Talladega where we had a second pack trying to catch the lead pack. But here, the lead pack is double file about halfway through here as there's the inside lane starting to get some more guys and they're starting to charge up to the front. The second pack's biggest hope is that these leaders continue to run side by side and they're going to be able to catch them, but it's going to take them at least 10 to 15 laps to catch.
Yeah, it's going to take a long time. Let's take a look at the lap times as they cross the line. This time, Reggie Ortega, your race leader now, has led a couple of laps, started 25th across the stripe that time. He runs a 48.08. Go back all the way to Angelo Ronis. That time he ran a 47.59, so about a half second faster. That's going to add up quite a bit there if they can do that lap after lap. They'll actually be there in 10 laps.
Yeah, looking at Eric Hutton, who I would personally look at is he's the last car in that lead draft. So he turned a 48.049, where Ronis, like you said, turned a 47.594. Oh, we're in trouble! Ryan Gimmel up and over on the backstretch.
And caution not going to fly. That involves Eric Lambert as well. What just happened here? Let's go take a look.
My voice went up about 5 octaves, but it's all good. Gimmel up and over on his side. Gets hit from Eric Lambert.
Oh, man.
Wow. Roof flap's doing its job, but Ryan Gimmel goes for a wild ride. And a big playoff contender. Take it out early. No caution coming out.
That is wild that did not bring out the yellow flag. I mean, there were still cars behind them, so just because they landed off the racing surface, I guess. And
I don't know if we want to take another look at that. I want to get an onboard maybe of the 40 there and seeing him maybe push. I think he was pushing the, was that the 19?
Yeah, let's go on the, go to the nose cam here. Just checked up and then a little bumper hook. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That must have been a view. See if we have, do we have anything on Gimmel on his car?
Yeah, we do have the onboard here.
Oh my
man.
That is not the greatest feeling, let me tell you. Good recovery by everybody. Man, a tough situation and getting put behind the 8 ball, as they would say, for Ryan Gimmel early already in a big disadvantage early already in this race. But at the front, though, things are starting to heat up. Joshua Abbey on that inside. The Shenandoah Shine boys looking up on the inside. He's got his teammate Bradley Wilson shoving, and on the outside, the LDR teammates of AJ Stravado, and I believe that's Reggie Ortega up on the outside, but Kenny Bishop also starting to poke his way up to the front.
Yeah, and we were talking about Gimmel there. This is a race he thought he probably could go out there and actually contend and win, and definitely early problems in the chase. Still plenty of time in this race to maybe get some damage repaired and maybe he'll come away with a decent finish, but he's going to have to hope for at least a couple of yellow flags to get work done on that race car. As, yeah, Joshua Abbey now takes the lead down on the bottom side. Take that away from Reggie Ortega. Big push from the 98 behind him. And there's Mayato. Also the 80 of Dennis Faircloth and 46 of Dallas Sullivan all working down on that bottom side. And, yeah, Abbey out in front, going away.
Abbey's going to go, and is there a halfway point?
I do not believe so.
Oh, dang. Well, I was going to say, but still, we just reached the halfway mark. Joshua Abbey's going to lead that lap. Keith Mayato down on the inside with Dennis Faircloth. They're still running side by side. This the second pack here let's take a look at the lap times. They're a 47.754 for TJ Brindle, and Angelo Ronas turning a 47.578. Second pack slowly inching their way back up. They've cut it down to 4 seconds. So, can they get there before pit stops and set themselves up for this final run if we get one? This lead pack is starting to run up on the 2 lappers of Ryan Gemmel, who was just in that incident, and Eric Lambert. So we're taking it down to the inside here.
He's going to bring Stravato with him, and Mayato going to be there as well as they go nose to tail. Little checkup right there from the 2 as he's kind of sliding left to right on the nose of that 33 machine. Across the stripe, it's still going to be Joshua Abbey, but Ortega is there trying to reclaim that top spot, and you can see up the road there is Gemmel and Eric Lambert behind him. They're drafting at 177 miles an hour, so definitely off pace, but could still be competitive with some work.
Yeah, that second pack, let me tell you, they ran about 4/10 of a second faster, than our leader, Joshua Abbey. Ortega did lead the lap. They're about 3/10 faster, but that second pack is absolutely flying. They've cut it down now, back almost down to 3 seconds flat here. And with these, this lead pack running up on the lapper is going to shake up the order a little bit more. Probably going to get them 3 wide for a second. Second pack should be there with a matter of 5 to 6 laps.
And just on board here with Angelo, you can see that group getting smaller, larger and larger out the front windshield. They do work towards those lap machines.
They're there now.
Yep, 3 wide.
I don't know if Gemmel's going to be able to stay, obviously going upside down and probably having some toe link and suspension damage. Probably not going to be able to stay with them. You can see a little bit off the pace here with Lambert in the 6. They're going to fall off, and they'll go back down to the tail end of the pack. The leader of Joshua Abbey, he turned a 48.0. Well, the 22 of Angelo Ronas turned a 47.6. This pack, second pack, continuing to gain.
They've got to be careful not to push too hard, and these guys are racing it up here still, though. They haven't quit since the beginning of this event. We've been green all race long as well. Looking at the recap, 14 lead changes. Oh. Joshua Abbey, your current leader. We'll see if that adds to the tally. It's probably still going to stay there. I think he led at the line. He did lead at the line last time. So,
Stravato.
Yep, Stravato jumps down.
So Ortega, look at that. Using that side draft there, pulling back that 98. He's able to do it. Looking here, Ortega's trying to make moves here as he goes up to the outside to block the 98, and now he is going to be able to take the leader down. Stravato under the yellow line. I don't know if he can do that. Abbey's going to get shuffled down to the middle. Somebody else going to jump down to the middle. That's Bradley Wilson down. They're going to be 3 wide for the lead. Almost little contact with the 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if AJ's going to have to give that back. He definitely went down below the stripes there and got by the 99. So we'll have to see what the ruling is on that. I don't know if we're going to hear anything unless somebody calls it out, most likely. But
another lap car.
At Chris Samard. It is Samard.
Chris Samard. Samard's going to stay at the top. They're going to run him down on the straightaway, which is probably going to be a good thing. Ortega's going to jump down the line. Now it's Bishop leading up on the outside line. Wilson's going to shove it down up the middle. Oh, now they're not. Now they're going to go back to double file. But now look at this, 3 wide. That inside lane is starting to pull back, starting to pull away from guys that are 3 wide.
Yeah, looking back here, definitely a bit scattered behind all of this. 3 wide for a moment there with TJ Brindle, Jeremy Stanley up on the top.
Pack is going to be there. Yeah, Angelo Ronas is there.
Yeah, they have got the draft now. They're definitely in range. 7/10 of a second. That clicks down even more. So this is going to be a 25-car group or so.
Oh, it could be, but they need the leaders to race side by side here. Them being all straggled out here, they need to go single file here.
Yeah, those leaders are driving away, and then Timmy Emanuele, 12th position. Derek Hutton, they're not able to close in, just the 2 of them by themselves.
Yeah, they cannot go double file here. They need to single file out in that second pack. Emanuele is about 1.5 seconds, but now almost 2 seconds behind Seth Hatchell in the 8. Pit stop still coming up, but their saving grace right now for that second pack is that the Shenandoah Shine Boys start mixing it up with those leaders.
Yeah, very interesting to see when they make the final pit stop. A lot of these guys pitted around lap 32,
wow.
I believe.
Yeah, what a tandem for that 98 and the 99. Look at that. Drove from the back of the pack, now side by side with the 33 and the 27. These guys are going to stall out a little bit backwards, side drafting the 98, or the 99 as he gets loose off the corner. That's going to check up that inside line, the 98. Almost a catastrophic issue, but they're going side by side in that second pack. Not what you want to do here. They need these leaders to start racing if they want to have any shot. They need to get single file here.
Yeah, and they are not looking like they're trying to go single file at any time soon. Although there's a little bit of
double file with the leader. The lead pack is going double file. They still need to get single file if they want to catch. You did say they came in at about lap 32. Still about another 10-15 laps before we see some more green flag pit stops. As you can see down at the front. Oh, wow, cutting it close. Wilson dives down to the inside with Abby, and out on the outside, it's Seth Hatchell and Dallas Sullivan. Sullivan has his teammate Nick Starling behind them. The second pack now is single file, what they need to do. Emanuele already gained about a half a second in a half of a lap.
Yeah, they're going to be there. They've already got a sniff of the draft. Yeah, they're already part of it at this point. Look at the run as he's going to close up on Dennis Fairclough. Might be able to drive right around him.
Lap car Robert Gilmore going to, oh man, it's going to close, tighten things up here. Emanuele, oh, Gilmore's up on the outside wall.
Able to get off of it, and everybody gets around him. No problem just yet. He keeps it up on that top side. That 40 car's had a night to forget back in 26th position. Now going to be 2 laps down. Will join Jordan Shepler. Gemmel has taken it behind the wall.
Well, just going to point that out. Big implications for that 6 car, who I believe came in 4th in points, or sorry, 5th in points, who was only 27 behind Zach Carr. Big trouble, and already going to have to dig out of a hole next week. Where do we go next week? Let's take a look. We're at Las Vegas. Oh, that's going to be a heck of a race.
I don't want to interrupt you here, but how about this tandem draft that just pulled out in front? Stravato and Seth Hatchell. 2 of the winningest drivers here in the league, just driving away from everybody else. Hey, Zach Carr leads the inside lane.
3 is in the top 3 right now, let me tell you. But look at how much of a run that Zach Carr is going to have. He's going to check up here. It's going to check up that entire inside lane. The outside lane is now Hatcher goes up to the outside. He's going to try to pull back the 33. What does Sullivan do? Sullivan's going to get up to the 8, and he's going to push him. Try to get him past the 33 and see if they can pull away. Oh, he jacks him up off the corner.
Right up there as well, Nick Starling, the 7 machine. We haven't heard much from him. He's been kind of riding silent out here in the top 5 right now. And yeah, here goes Dallas now.
Pick?
Yeah, my lead, my pick, Nick Starling trying to get up there. And how about 46 Dallas Sullivan, the power move to the top side.
Timmy Emanuele also up there, creeping inside the top 10. Kenny Bishop has been quietly inside the top 10 this last 30 or so laps. The pack all back together, about 25-ish cars still in this pack here. Jeremy Stanley being the last car in this pack. The first car lap down would be Chris Samard, who is in this lead draft. Knupp is also in this draft. Shepler still 2 laps down. He has lost the pack. Gilmore and Shepler are multiple laps down. So battling for these lucky dog positions is going to be the 97 and the 37.
And Samard, it's so important for him to get that lucky dog. Yes. He's got to have some opportunity to gain positions here. It would be a terrible way to start off the chase to trap the lap down. And no cautions here tonight. It's been a very clean green race even with all the aggressive moves like we're seeing right now.
Look at how far Hatchell's going to fall back. All that momentum he's going to lose. Dallas Sullivan making a move down to the inside. He's going to clear the 8. Where does Starling go? He'll pull back the 23. Starling staying up on the outside. Doesn't want to get with his teammate there. Starling going to be a little selfish, slotting in 4th. That bottom lane now has an extra car in the 46. Oh, there goes Starling down to the inside. Baffert throws a block. Starling gets into the back bumper. Now, guys trying to make more aggressive moves. Starling gets hit. Checking up there with Sullivan, and the 8 is Seth Hatchell. Abby goes up to the outside to avoid. Bishop up to the outside, now back down to the inside.
Interesting to see all the moves being made here. I mean, still quite a ways to go. You can't win it just yet, but everybody trying to set themselves up with better track position for the next round of pit stops. We'll probably see in the next 5 to 10 laps, and that will take them the distance to the end.
Yeah, we are very close to pit stops, and yes, like you said, that will probably take us to the end here. Looking how many laps to go. What do we got? 30. We got 34 to go, or 36 to go now. They can go to about 32 here. This should get us to the end. As you can see, the top 4 jumping up to the outside, leaving Nick Starling, Kenny Bishop on the inside. They're going to get a huge run on that inside as that top checks. Emanuele goes, sends it up through the middle. He's going to try to slide in line, and he does get some breathing room from, I believe, the 98 is Bradley Wilson. These guys are, man, they're dicing it up, and once they know that they don't have to pit again, let me tell you, it is going to get hectic.
Oval right there for Joshua Abbey, right in front of Timmy Emanuele. We're on the nose cam with the 39, and the 99 got a big wiggle for a moment there, but able to hang on to it. As looks like Baffert almost tried to step out of line. Thought better of it. He'll stay in line with the teammates up here at the front, and right behind them it's Seth Hatchell, and down on the inside Nick Starling leading that inside group. He gets on the apron a little bit.
He's shaking things up on that inside lane. Here comes Joshua Abbey. Looks like he wants to go down to the bottom, and there it is. Makes the move down to the inside. He's got his teammate Bradley Wilson following him. They can get a tandem going here to be able to pull up to those LDR cars up on the outside. Hatchell staying in line along with Timmy Emanuele. TJ Brendo still in the mix up here as well.
Yeah, really exciting stuff. Good to see all these guys still running out here, and nobody's made any major mistakes with how aggressive they've been.
Oh boy, it's coming. Trust me, it is gonna happen. It's
oh
only
yeah.
a matter of time.
Yeah, it's if not, or it's when, not if, right? So
Yeah,
it's
it ain't
gonna,
if, it's when.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be here probably not too long, but we'll savor this good green flag racing while we can. And it's amazing that everybody is in this lead group, other than the few that are off the racetrack now. Robert Gilmore, Ryan Gimmel, I think Eric Lambert also sitting, taking it behind the wall officially, but he's there. And then Jordan Shepler off the pace in 6th.
Oh, what a move by Nick Starling up to the outside. Wow, that was almost, those are moves that'll make you age faster, let me tell you. Starling up to the outside. He is making some aggressive moves, trying to put himself in a position to where he can win this race, but he's gonna have to mix it up with those Shenandoah Shine boys and kind of get them separated. Bradley Wilson's been a good teammate to Joshua Abbey, and they've both been really good teammates. They've lost their other dancing partner, who's about a lap down. Luke Knupp has been kind of put in a weird position, but give a shout out again to Luke Knupp. Came into the booth last week at the All-Star race, did a heck of a job, and we look forward to having him next week in the booth with us down at the West Coast in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. He did do a great job especially for a first time up in the booth.
Great job.
Hopefully he can do quite a few more of these with us. As Joshua Abbey, Bradley Wilson down there in the inside lane, Kenny Bishop right there behind them as well. They're going to go nose to tail. You see Dallas Sullivan, Keith Milano, Chris Samard back up in the mix here, but he is off lap, so fighting for that lucky dog. Got to be careful not to get involved in anything or make contact with anyone if something does break out.
Oh,
and there...
Oh my goodness, what a save!
I saw that. He just drifted out of turn number 2. Let's go take a look at the replay here. That was wild.
That may have been one of the best saves I have ever seen in this next-gen car. What a move! Oh my goodness, what a save! We need to get an onboard of that one because that was amazing.
All right, we're gonna go back and take a look here. Car just got light on him.
Yeah. These cars are a little bit harder to drive. Remember, we saw these sides a little more symmetrical. But, oh my goodness, what a save by Dallas Sullivan. Highlighted the race so far, let me tell you.
Like little baby Yoda right there in front of him. Maybe use the force a little bit and straighten that thing back out. Oh, there goes that car!
That car! Reggie Ortega slide down to the inside. Ortega up, I think he's into the inside. No, he's good. Oh, no, he spun.
Spun out. He's rolling now, but didn't hit anything other than maybe the... Oh, and he's around again.
Oh, those tires are hot.
Go back and take a look at what happened.
Oh!
Let's go a little farther back.
Ben Baffert, sounds like Seth Noel not happy with the 23 car. Said he... Oh, wow, that's interesting. Looks, just got loose, and unfortunate for Ortega being there.
I think he tried to make a move here, possibly. Maybe did get... Yeah, he tried to come down and just not quite clear the teammate there, but they get together and send them down and well behind the lead group now. Zach Carr about 6 seconds back, and then Reggie Ortega 27 seconds off right now.
Ben Baffert has been, or Seth Noel, like I said, was voicing his opinion about Ben Baffert's moves just before that incident happened. Looks like Baffert kind of came up and blocked a huge run that Noel had, and Noel actually got into the back of him and almost triggered an even bigger wreck. Noel was not happy with it, and he was letting Ben Baffert know, and Baffert was getting an earful as Baffert now 3 wide with Hutton and Emanuele.
Yeah, Ben, he's not holding anything back here tonight. He is definitely trying everything he can to get back up to the front. This time, Hutton up on the top side. It's going to stall them out just a little bit as they do this. That'll create a little separation up to the 34 and the 8 machines. As how about Dallas Sullivan still, after that great save up here, yeah, in the top 5.
Oh my gosh, Baffert is making some interesting moves. Clearly these guys are not liking. But we go back to it now up at the front. Guys trying to single file out. We saw what happened last time. Maybe a little pit stops coming here very, very soon.
Less than 20 laps to go at the stripe. It's still anybody.
That was extremely quick. You're going to see a lot of fuel-only pit stops. I can guarantee you that.
I wonder. I don't think tires are going to change the balance of the car.
Tires could. We saw Dallas Sullivan get squirrely out the corner, get loose off the corner, and almost cause an incident there. So I think handling start kind of plays a role here in these cars. But yeah, just looking at these guys, they do get a little squirrely out the corner. They get light. Maybe those right rears, left rears wearing out a little bit. But here I think you're just going to have to deal with the big thing is going to be coming off the pit road exit and using the apron. You're not going to have a lot of grip there. You're not going to have the fresh tire grip.
Yeah, as everybody pretty much single file. Alan Dice just up there on the top side. No help, but just hanging out there. He'll probably drop in at the tail end of the line. And he does just that. Everybody single file in this group. All the lead lap machines other than Reggie Ortega and Zach Carr up here in...
I know pit stops are coming, but maybe a little rev it up section, maybe just for a lap or two.
Yeah, let's go a little rev it up here.
All right.
All right, and that's rev it up. These guys all still single file.
They're pitting.
They call it out.
Yeah, the 99 calling that he is pitting the leader. Coming in, I'm assuming he's going to have his teammate to come with him here. Here we go, guys, diving into pit road. The entire field diving into pit road.
Oh, contact, Nick Starling.
Big contact, Starling around to the inside. Seth Noel punts him down to the inside.
Get a hold of that number 7
Huge
machine.
damage on the 29.
Yeah, he just got destroyed by the 29. He drove right through him like he didn't even see him. Maybe he didn't realize because Nick was still on the racing surface, but huge hit right there. I think Dennis Faircloth might have got a piece of it too. Let's go back and take another look.
Fine.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, yeah, right
close.
in the middle. Yeah, Starling pitting in the middle of the track. Definitely interesting move there. I think that is not what you want to see. Starling's going to lose the draft, but here we go. The entire lead pack leaves the draft here. Out in front, the Shenandoah Shine Boys, Joshua Abbey, Bradley Wilson coming in out, now pitting. Here we go, guys pitting once again. Vincent brothers are pitting. Faircloth, Hutton, Noel, Dice coming in the last 5. There's still, I believe, one more guy that stayed out. Shepler. Cosman stayed out. That is not probably going to be the ideal move there. The field definitely got a lot spread out here.
Take a look at Joshua Abbey and Bradley Wilson, who have gotten away from the rest of these guys.
Way out
What did they do differently? 2-tire stop or fuel only? Mayato, the same thing.
Fuel only is what I'm guessing here.
Yeah, 8.6 seconds, 9.1, 9.9,
top
and then
5 cars just exited pit road. 6 cars Abby and Wilson are way out ahead. Mayano all by himself. Then it's stragglers with Ortega, Hatchell, Bishop. I believe it's Emanuele, then Stravato here. These five cars are actually gonna, looks like Eric Hutton is gonna cycle to the lead, but Wilson and Abby, but now it's gonna be all these guys we haven't talked about this race. Josiah Vincent, Jeremiah Vincent are in the mix now inside the top 10.
There goes Joshua Abbey and Bradley Wilson right on by. Cosman now pulls it on the pit road. And,
4-car pack here.
Work to do. 4 cars at the front. That's the separation back there to Jeremiah Vincent and Josiah Vincent. It's about 1.8 seconds, and they are grouping up here. This is going to be a big pack of race cars behind those top 4.
Wow, they're going side by side. It's a 4-car group at the front, and the second pack is running side by side. 4 cars by themselves, single file, is way faster than 8 cars side by side, double file. So single file up on the front now, and Cosman's going to be able to, he's not going to be able to stick with that draft.
Yeah, so this could actually throw a wrench in that second group because he'll be right in the way.
Going to be pulling away. Cosman's going to be...
The Big Mac machine losing time right now. He's going to fall into the clutches of Keith Mayato, Reggie Ortega. Reggie actually is a lap down. I forgot about all that. He had the issue there. Into contact, no!
Oh, right in front of everybody. Vincent spins in front of his brother. Josiah Vincent to the outside wall. Emanuele spins. Ortega spins.
And that may have been...
Oh, hard hit for Josiah Vincent into the barriers.
He tows it instantly. First caution of the night with 12 laps to go. Let's go take a look at the instant replay here and find out what happened. Looks like the 3-car came up the track a little as the 2 came down, possibly. Josiah Vincent, the 3 machine down below, trying to make a move around the 48, gets into the 2. Around goes Ortega, who nearly saves it, but then reclips the 3. They go sliding. Seth Noel gets a piece of it. The 3 back up the racetrack. Stravato in the wall.
Oh, Stravato. I don't know, Stravato. Oh, yeah, he did hit the wall.
Timmy Emanuele gets a piece of this too, but he straightens it back
Timmy
out.
might be fine. These guys might be fine here, but oh, Vincent, hard to the... Wow, he hit the pit barrel, or the pit... Started the pit wall on the inside where the actual sports car race... Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Just let it roll that whole time and see what AJ Stravato might have seen from his windshield.
I'm surprised that actually wasn't bigger. Van Baffert, oh my goodness, what a move.
Yeah, we'll go on board with him as well. This is on board with AJ Stravato, who was able to mostly avoid it. Little tag of the outside wall, and then Baffert.
Oh, take a look here.
Can't see anything, really. Nicely threads the needle, gets a little contact with Timmy.
For Emanuele. I think Emanuele and Baffert will be fine. Obviously, the composite bodies should play a decent role in here, but Josiah Vincent's damage is probably going to be race ending, and maybe Ortega, chase contender, got a lot of damage. No back end on that number 2 machine. And
this will be interesting to see what the lap down cars, what the status is there, because Reggie involved, and that was in the lucky dog position, but he was involved.
Knupp should get the lucky dog here?
Yeah, I believe so. He should
actually,
get
we'll have to see here. It'll either be Knupp or it'll be Samard. Oh no, it is Knupp. Knupp got the lucky dog. Samard was not able to get the lucky dog.
I have to hope for at least another yellow and not to be involved in it.
Which I think he might get it.
Yeah, now that everything's going to be restacked, it's going to be very interesting. It's the Shenandoah Shine Boys out front. Joshua Abbey, Bradley Wilson. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Like that. Back at the racetrack now. It's going to be going green once again after our first caution of the night. To recap, one caution, 23 lead changes.
Heck yeah. Should we pull in our leader here?
We could. Green? I mean, they're on the one to go.
Really quick.
Yeah.
Let me see if he's even in Discord. He is. Let's get him in here. That's the wrong guy. I may have just fumbled the bag. You know, let's interview his teammate.
All right.
Bradley Wilson.
Yes,
Before
sir.
we go green, how are we feeling?
Oh, feeling pretty good here. I think me and Abby might be able to pull one out finally.
Heck yeah, man. Well, do you think? I mean, are we staying teammate games here? Or are you keeping it? We keeping it?
I think we just go by the rule of rather one of us win than none of us. So I think we're going to try to get locked up here on this restart and see what we can get done.
Yeah, man. All right. Good luck, brother.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Working back towards the green flag here.
I messed that up really bad. I was trying to pull Josh down, and I completely missed, but it's all good. Pace car's off. 9 to go.
Yeah, and green flag back in the air. Joshua Abbey in control. Going to be on that top side in front of his teammate now. Going to drop down. They'll get hooked up. Dennis Faircloth right up here with Seth Hatchell, Eric Hutton. That's the top 5. We got Mayato, Bishop, Carr, Cosman, and Jeremy Stanley, the top 10 right now. A lot of chase drivers up in the mix, but not all of them. Some of them have a lot of work to do.
Here comes Faircloth up on the outside. A push from Seth Hatchell down on the inside. Only 3 cars. The 88, the 98, and the 99 up on the inside. Teammates up on the inside. Not teammates up on the outside. The 80 Thrustmaster Toyota Camry goes to the lead.
Faircloth, who's come up short so many times. Second place finishes at road courses, super speedways, anything, anywhere you'd like. He's been 1 spot away from victory. He could find it the first time here tonight at Daytona, and what a way to start his chase hopes here. He could do so, and now he leads that top side. Seth Hatchell, the 2-time back-to-back champion, right there behind him. He's actually going to leave that gap open and drop down in front of the Shenandoah Shine Machines. And that is an interesting move.
Got some energy. The middle lanes has some energy. There goes Carr down to the middle. Cosman gets loose. Trouble up in the inside wall. Trouble Cosman up into the outside wall. The big one here at Daytona.
That's going to involve quite a few drivers. Dallas Sullivan's great night going to come to an end here. Both ends of that race car. Yeah, that was right behind the 27 of that car. Cosman got shoved, I think, a little bit too hard and a little too off center. Let's go take a look at what happened right here.
I think he got loose.
Let's take a quick look as he dropped to the middle in front of Ben Baffert. 27 right there in front of him. He got loose.
And right in front of Baffert into Vincent, into Ronis.
Oh, man. Reggie Ortega. Yeah, Jeremiah Vincent. Chris Samard made it through. I don't think he had any contact.
Stanley. Did Vincent? Who was it? Vincent made it?
No, I believe Chris Samard.
Oh, Samard. Yes, Samard made it. He's actually going to be the lucky dog.
Just able to avoid it. Let's see if we can go on board with him here. Take a look at this. This is a scary moment, especially if you're trying to get back on the lead lap.
That is quite the sight. Ooh. Great avoidance by the 37 of Chris Samard, the Michigan winner. Great avoidance, and now the laps continue to click. Your leader, Seth Hatchell, in the 8.
Let's take another look at this.
Interesting, yeah. Oh, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars involved.
Oh, Sullivan, big hit on the inside wall there. Fortunate for so many of the chase drivers involved in that one, and that's just the nature of Daytona. It was a matter of when, not if, and it just broke out right there. I mean, second caution coming right after the first one. Not really a surprise. Everybody's going for it here. Dallas is going to stay on the racetrack. Nick Starling, I guess, pulled it behind the wall after the spin onto pit road, so my pick's out the window. Remember, who did you end up picking here? Seth Noel.
Seth Noel, yeah. And then Nick Starling. You had Nick Starling, right?
And Nick is he's done here.
That was unfortunate pitting, yeah. The pitting issue kind of probably maybe took both of them out. I think, well, I'm not sure about old Seth Noel there. I think he's got a lot of damage, but, you know, we talk about the chase. We talk about Daytona and the opportunities it opens up here. Seth Hatchell, who hasn't gotten a victory lane since Bristol, but he's been consistent this entire year. Dennis Faircloth, been up front all night, played the right cards, and now he's up here for a chance at the win with less than 5 to go on a restart. Keith Mayato, who hasn't got a win, he won the All-Star race last week. Can he get his first win of the season that actually counts? And nothing to make it better than here at Daytona. And Joshua Abbey, Zach Carr, Kenny Bishop, Bradley Wilson, Eric Hutton, Alan Dice, Cody Atkins, and Ted. A lot of guys that haven't won the season. Only Seth Hatchell and Keith Mayato. Seth Hatchell and Zach Carr are the only drivers in this top 10 that have not won a race, or that have won a race this season. Everybody else still looking for their first win of the season. Let me tell you, this is going to get wild and crazy. I would say there's probably about 13, 14 cars that have good enough cars to actually probably keep up with the draft, depending on how Ben Bafford's car is after that wreck. Angelo Ronis, AJ Stravato as well, but I don't think Stravato has a front end on that machine. Vincent, Cosman, those guys have some pretty big damage that I'm going to assume they probably won't be able to keep them running. So,
one to go here.
One to green.
Yeah,
should we pull somebody in, or should we just let it happen? And,
we'll let them
let it happen.
panic enough in their own cars. Yeah. So Seth Hatchell going to have a teammate Keith Mayato right there behind him. Those are really the only teammates I see up
Teammates on
here.
the bottom. Teammates on the bottom. That's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and so you said only 2 winners so far in the top 10 that won this season. There are quite a few drivers that have not won at all in their career. In the top 10 right now would be looking for the first. That'd be Dennis Faircloth, Kenny Bishop, Bradley Wilson, Cody Adkins, Alan Dice, all those drivers in the top 10. That first victory in the league. Joshua Abbey has won at Daytona before. He actually won the season 2 opener, a few seasons back, but he has been to victory lane here and also had some really good runs. Obviously, showing up once again here tonight. So could he go get another one here?
Man, it's going to get wild. It's going to get crazy. All the viewers that have stuck it out this race, hope you're enjoying the show. After these 4 laps conclude and after the broadcast, VSPEED After Dark, Okayama Street Stocks, that's going to be a heck of a race. Have some of these guys in there as well. It's going to be fun. But first off, we got to settle these last 4 laps. The BTY Cup. There's 12 drivers that have a shot at winning this championship. It also kicks off here at Daytona. 4 to go to settle it. Wins on the line, cash on the line, and we're green.
Good jump there on the inside lane by the VSPEED teammates, but maybe too good as the lap clicks down. Now 4 to go here at Daytona, the opener for the chase for the championship below the Double Yellow Cup Series. And those VSPEED machines out in front. Here comes Zach Carr in the 4 of Kenny Bishop, another chase driver. He works his way up towards the front. Dennis Faircloth doesn't have quite the run. He's going to actually lose some help there as the 99 pulls right alongside. Almost runs right into him. So Faircloth going to lose a lot of spots right here, right off the bat, all the way outside the top 10, just like that.
All the energy was on the bottom. Now you can see the top 3 breaking away, the side-by-side for the 4th position. The third, you can see the third group looks like, Faircloth cuts off the 29 of Noel. 3 to go at the line. Hatchell, Mayato, Carr, top 3.
2 of the big 3 up here in the top 3, and then Mayato, our winner from last week, is side by side behind them. They're going to have to settle things out. The Shenandoah Shine machine's up top. The 4 Martin Sports machine of Kenny Bishop down low. Cody Adkins right in the mix here too, looking for his first career win. Any of these guys could do it.
Abbey and Wilson have that momentum up on the top, starting to roll. Carr kind of got disconnected from the 36 and the 8. The momentum's going to be on that top side. Hutton starting to close in here. He's going to be in the 6th position. Here comes Bradley Wilson up to the outside.
Big run from the 98. As there goes Zach Carr. They'll ditch the VSPEED machines and might check up that top side. How about those Shenandoah Shine boys? Once again, showing up here at Daytona. Look at the run out in front by 3 car lengths into turn number 1. 2 laps to go.
Here to go, the momentum up on the outside. The VSPEED guy starting to fall back. Luke Knupp showing his way after being a lap down 2 cautions ago. Oh, up at the front, Wilson gets jacked up. Now to the outside comes Abby. Abby a push from Zach Carr. The top lane starting by the 98.
Zach Carr right here looking for another win. He's got 4 this season. He always finds his way to the front. Here comes Hutton.
Hunt down to the inside. He's got the push. They're side by side. 2 rows deep. Knupp up to the outside. Not enough momentum on the inside. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go from Daytona.
And it is Joshua Abbey looking for his 2nd career win in the league here in the Cup Series as well. Would be at the same site as his first win. Can he do it again here? The 27 of Zach Carr, the best car in the regular season, right there behind him. They're stacking up 2, 3 wide behind, but the top 4. Oh!
Abby gets jacked up. Noel Knupp down to the inside. He looks middle. Not going to be enough. Noel up to the outside. Side by side for 2nd. Where does Noel go?
Big wreck.
Behind. Trouble on the backstretch. Racing to the line. Seth Noel to the outside.
Timmy Emanuele's in the mix here too. He's got a lot of damage. It's going to be a drag race. Contact. Faircloth. Drag race. Timmy Emanuele. Oh! Joshua Abbey's gonna win it!
Carr flips across the start-finish line, up and over. They pile into the wreck. Carr up and over, down, back on all 4 wheels, coming across the line.
Oh my!
And Joshua Abbey
He
is
did
your
it!
winner at Daytona. Eric Hutton 2nd, Bradley Wilson 3rd, TJ Brendel in 4th.
What a finish! That was incredible. We had 3 separate wrecks. Let's go back to the first one here. So you see Abbey gets shoved out of line down the backstretch, and his teammate comes in behind him. He gets tagged. I think the 80 gets the 88.
The 88 tapped Knupp, and Knupp got thrown up into the outside wall in front of Seth Hatchell. And then coming to the line, Dennis Faircloth got doored.
We're going to just go back and watch this one a little bit more. Knupp goes around. That gets Hatchell involved. Big hit by the 8, who actually went up on 2 tires there.
Kenny Bishop is involved as well.
Big
Joshua Abbey burning it down.
So then the next...
Look at this. Abbey looked low, bounced off of the 29 into Faircloth, who killed the inside wall. And then at the line, you can see Carr up in the air.
Oh my goodness.
Rolls over and finishes 3rd.
Wow. Can you believe that? That is incredible stuff. Yeah, he gets a little contact there. And then Timmy, oh wow. That was just a block from Zach, I think. Tried to door him, and it just, everybody went up in the air there except for those top 2 in a 58 thousandths of a second. Eric Hutton just comes up a little short, but what a race for him. Started 22nd to 2. Joshua Abbey's got to be a real happy man.
Abbey. Sir, he just burned it down. Look at that. Burning it down. Joshua Abbey, and now his teammate Bradley Wilson. They're going to do a 2-car salute at the start-finish line. Let me tell you, the World Center of Racing at Daytona does not disappoint. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed that, man. Stick around for interviews, but how about that?
That was an incredible race. And Joshua Abbey, no fluke. He did lead 20 laps here, started in 10th, and he was up there all night long. So how about that? His 2nd career win in the league. Back to interview other drivers in the top 3 right after this.
Simulators Anonymous is an online gaming community. The heart of this community is playing simulator-style games, everything from driving, farming, flying to the occasional survival game. We would love for you to join us. If you play these style of games, or if you're just looking for a great community, we strive to be a community you can be an active participant in by offering events like every third Saturday night is a late night trucking on Truckers MP. We have a very own Minecraft server and with other servers starting soon. Come join Simulators Anonymous today at www.simulatorsanonymous.com.
All right, back at the racetrack now. Going to be pulling in our third place finisher here tonight. That is Bradley Wilson, Shenandoah Shine Racing. Bradley Wilson, Adam, and Alec in the VSPEED booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, it got pretty wild and crazy there coming to the line, especially that last lap. 3 different wrecks, and, man, you navigate your way through. I think you were upside down across the stripe, but third place here tonight. How about it?
It's definitely unbelievable when me and Abby just got slightly misaligned, and I almost spun it. I was like, it's probably over, and then I guess the fate was on our side, and we ended up getting top 3.
Yeah, definitely a really wild finish, and you get your guys another one here. Joshua, Abby hit second win now at Daytona. Mentioned it when we interviewed you there right before that worked together, and obviously great job of doing it. Go to Las Vegas next week. How do you feel about going out there?
The last time I raced Las Vegas, I finished second, so hoping we can finish one position higher.
What you can do, definitely put on a good show for us out there tonight. You lead a couple laps after starting for 14th. Third here tonight. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Just my teammates, Joshua, Abby, and Luke Knop. They definitely helped get us all up there. We worked well as a team. My main sponsors, ShenandoahShine.co, MarsForce906.com, Elite Performance Industries, Sim Speed Shop, Matt Liveries. They sadly didn't make this one, but he makes absolutely great wraps. And y'all for broadcasting. It's always fun to go back and watch.
Oh, yeah, I think you're going to enjoy this one. This is an action-packed race start to finish, and great job out there, man. Go celebrate with the team, and we'll catch you next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, that was third place finisher Bradley Wilson. We're going to go now to second spot. That is Eric Hutton. Alec, I believe you're with him.
I am, and Eric Hutton, brother, I talked to you before the race, and you didn't seem too confident going in here, but you come out of here with the second place finish, man. You almost had it. What did you need to play right there in that those final few laps, or final few, I guess, final few moments?
Yeah. I don't know. I knew the move with Dennis was too early there, but the 2 guys in front of us got checked up, and so I kind of hoped we would have more help on the bottom there going into the white flag, I think. And at the end on that back, we got kind of checked up there, and 2 cars came down in front of us. The Apologize 97, and we had a hell of a run right when he was checking up, and I shot it to the right, which probably wasn't the best move, but and then coming to the checkers, everyone's kind of wrecking in front. I try to split it down there, and what do you know, we come out second.
Heck yeah, man. Well, obviously with the big 3 guys that I believe you coming into the chase. Hold on, make sure I'm not doing anything wrong here. I got it off my phone, so don't worry about it. But I know, obviously, you came in a little bit behind on points coming into the night. Zach, I believe, ended up finishing 5th, so he's going to gain a little bit of points. But you, for sure, are going to have a lot of points gained on your competition, getting a second place finish. We go to Las Vegas next week. We know you've been strong on the 1.5 miles this year. How do you feel going into Vegas?
Yeah, feel pretty good. Should be a decent track for me. Just gotta focus on putting together races and not throwing them away doing stupid mistakes. It's always nice to have a little momentum going into next week, and obviously Zach's the guy to beat, but hopefully, let's give us a little bit of a point advantage going into the chase.
For sure, man. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week at Las Vegas. But before we let you go, anybody we're gonna give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, just thanks to my team, Jeremiah, Josiah, for working with me, and everybody at the league putting it together. It's been fun.
For sure, man. Well, congratulations on your second place finish, man, and we look forward to seeing you next week at Las Vegas.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, have a good one, man.
All right, and that second place finisher, Eric Hutton. We're going to go now to race winner. That is going to be Joshua Abbey. Pull him to the booth. Joshua Abbey, Adam and Alec in the booth. You got a copy.
How's it going, fellas?
Hey, not too bad, man. I know how you're feeling. Your second win here at Daytona in dramatic fashion there. The closing moments. Looked like it was all lost out of turn 2, but you somehow find your way to victory.
I have not had this much fun super speedway racing in a very long time, and I still hate how some of the package is with these cars, but this was a blast. It was a blast. It was so much fun tonight.
Yeah, you and Bradley there worked incredibly well in the closing moments. You guys kind of faded back a little bit on the restart and then charged right up to the front like you did all race long. You led 20 laps here. That's probably the most of anybody. You guys obviously know what you're doing, working together. Did you guys practice that a lot, preparing for this race, or you guys just, done this a lot before?
Yeah, me and Brad, it's like secondhand nature, honestly, when it comes to super speed racing. Anytime we're racing, whether it's leagues, hosted, officials, we're always teaming up, and we kind of know how we are. I can push him anywhere on the track. He can push me anywhere on the track, and just go full tilt. And like I said, you got to manipulate the package a little bit, make the cars do what you want to do with side drafting and the draft in general. And like I said, when me and him get together, we're like one car on the track, and we're just flying, and that's what makes it so much fun.
Yeah, it definitely was a lot of fun to watch. You guys would just drive by people and looked like they were all standing still out there. You guys definitely have it figured out. Hopefully you're joining us next week at Las Vegas. You got a win here. You stole it from these Chase guys. How do you feel about going out there?
I enjoy Vegas. We're going to try to make it next week for sure. I actually, like I said, coming out of 2, I kind of knew it was one of those deals where when I didn't want to turn Brad, so he lost a draft, and Zach was pushing me, and I was trying to communicate with Luke there, and I guess when Zach was pushing me, the car got kind of loose. I was able to save it, have Luke push me. Well, then I was committed just to push Zach and just go from there. I think Dennis gave me a shove, so it put me almost 3 wide with them. I didn't want to take him out, so I kind of let off and then try to get back to Zach's bumper. Well, then that's when chaos started, and we scooped it up, Ross Chastain style, obviously, from Sunday. So, but I'll definitely take it, man. I finally out of the tiebreaker for last with the guys who just 1 win, so we got 2 in the league. That's awesome. It's just a blast, man. Like I said, I can't. I'm hyped. It's just awesome because this is what iRacing is about. Working with team, working with great drivers too. I think it was Stravato and Seth Hatchell were working with each other, and then who else? There's so many other guys up there. It was like 6, 8 of us just throwing haymakers. It felt like the whole race. It was just a blast.
Yeah, so much fun to watch all throughout. It's one of the most exciting broadcasts I think start to finish that we've had in a while. But
that's what I was telling Brad. I said, man, this has got to be entertaining for the broadcast. Like, they have got to be enjoying themselves up there. It's got to be fun for them.
Definitely fun for us, and looked like a lot of fun for you guys too. But man, you get the win here, your second career win, right here at the same site as your first. And anybody you want to give a shout out to for tonight's victory?
Absolutely. First and foremost, Nick for putting on Blow the W Yellow. You guys for broadcasting at VSPEED. At Shenandoah Shine, without them, without the brand, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, because these guys, we just gel really well. All the guys and teammates, Bradley Wilson, guys behind the scenes that really help out with Garrett Delt and Nicholas Matthews, and a bunch of the guys behind Shenandoah Shine. I got Martin Sports. He's a great guy. I know he's main sponsor for the league. Scott's a great guy. I love talking to him whenever I can. Quest Tech Precision, Elite Performance Industries, Primetime Sports Talk, 789 Designs made a beautiful, beautiful Dodge Charger Ford. It's a blast, man. These guys really put me on a pedestal when we get to work together and support me the way they do. And at the end of the day, whenever I get a chance, I got to thank the wife. Happy life. She lets me do this. She's excited just like I am. I'm waiting for her to come running here and give me a big ol' kiss. So go hit her up after this. So yeah, like I said, appreciate it, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, awesome job tonight. Congrats on the win.
Congrats on the win, man.
That is Joshua Abbey, race winner here. His second career win, steals it away from the Chase guys. Man, what a night here at Daytona. This was just incredible stuff. So much fun to commentate this one here tonight with you, Alec. Let's go through the rest of the results before we head on out for the evening. Do a quick recap. Just 2 cautions in this 80-lap event, and coming right at the very end of it, really, the last 10 laps or so. Joshua Abbey able to weather the storm there at the very end of this thing and take the victory. Eric Hutton going to finish in second. Going to be a good night for him. Points. Bradley Wilson finishes in third. TJ Brendel, potentially a career best finish, comes home in fourth tonight. Zach Carr still musters up a top 5 upside down across the line. Seth Noel, 6th. Keith Mayato, a solid 7th place. Alan Dice, 8th. And bonus 9th. Cody Adkins round out the top 10.
And in 11th, we have Chris Samar, a great comeback after being being the last guy to get a lucky dog and coming from the back now up to 11th. Solid day, beating some guys he needed to beat. Timmy Emanuele, so close, but yet so far, will round out in 12th. Dennis Faircloth, another one close, but not just gotten taken out on that last corner off of 4. He'll finish 13th. Cosman will bring it home in 14th. Ben Baffert 15th. AJ Stravado will be bring it home in 16th. Seth Hatchell 17th. Kenny Bishop 18th. Jeremiah Vincent 19th. And Luke Canup, who will be having the broadcast booth next week. Las Vegas will round it out in the top 20.
21st tonight, Jeremy Stanley. 22nd, Dallas Sullivan. 23rd, Reggie Ortega. 24th, Jordan Shepler. 25th, Josiah Vincent. 26th, Nick Starling. 27th, Robert Gilmore. 28th, Ryan Gemmel. And rounding out the field tonight, Eric Lambert in. Man, just an incredible night of action-packed racing here from Daytona. I'm so excited for Las Vegas next week. Thank you so much for tuning in here tonight on VSPEED. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, check us out on Twitch in a few moments here. We're going to be firing up VSPEED After Dark in the street stock race cars from the Okayama short course road course. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see what those guys do out there. Some of these drivers in this league will be in that race, and quite a few others you may have heard of before as well. So thank you again for tuning in here. Thanks to the sponsors Below the Double Yellow as well for everything they do in allowing us to broadcast these races. We'll be back Thursday night with the BMW Car Club of America from Montreal. And yeah,
Good race.
Could be a good one there as well. The next Tuesday with the race from Las Vegas in the series. So thanks again, everyone. Have a great night.